Thank you all for being here this afternoon. My name is David Traxler, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Friendsignia. At Friendsignia, we believe your relationships are your most valuable assets. But with our friends and contacts scattered across so many different social networks, it's become difficult to stay in the loop. And too often, we're missing our friends' birthdays and job promotions and falling off the radar of potentially important business contacts. But why? It's because over 90% of the information that you see on Facebook is noise. And then when you post something to Facebook, it's only reaching about 12% of your friends. And because there's no filter on this, when you go to Facebook, you're seeing pictures of cat photos and what your intern's been eating for lunch, and not seeing enough of the important information from the people you care about. See, the average Facebook user has about 230 friends. You may have more, you may have less. As of this morning, I had about 900. But because of all the junk that's out there, the average user can only keep up with about 18 people, and that's it. A funny thing is research shows that the human brain can only keep up with about 150 relationships. So everyone beyond that is irrelevant because our brains can't even process it. And there are people with way more friends than this. Tens of millions of power users out there have over 1,000 friends, but it doesn't matter because our brains are still capped at 150. So at Friendsignia, we understand this problem, and we know you only have a limited number of people that you can keep in touch with. So we make sure that each one of those relationships count by showing you only the posts you care about from the people you care about on the social networks that you already use. Friendsignia lets you manage the top 150 relationships in a way that has never been done before. We pull information from Facebook and Twitter to filter out meaningless updates from strangers to show you only the information that's most relevant to you. From there, we give our users a tool set that lets them strengthen their current relationships or take steps to establish new ones. So for the reader, it's a smarter newsfeed. For the power user, it's a more efficient social media dashboard. And for the brand and professional, it's a way to keep track of your most important fans and clients. So no matter who you are, Friendsignia lets you manage your closest relationships so you can unlock the full power of your network. Welcome to Friendsignia.com. I log in, and then I connect to the social networks that I already use. I'll go ahead and connect my Facebook and my Twitter accounts, and within seconds, my radius is going to be populated with only the top 150 people that I interact with most from all of my different social networks. Here you'll see my best friend Mark, my business partner Cole, and my girlfriend Lauren, all within my inner circle. How cool is that? Well, Friendsignia did that for me with one click of a button. Over here on the right is a specialized news feed. It only shows you the news and updates from people within your top 150. I can sort this news by Facebook or by Twitter, and this news feed will never have any ads, and it only shows you the information that you care about most. If I want to see what one of my particular friends is doing, I can simply go click on Cole's photo, and from there I can see his last few tweets or his Facebook posts. Now, if it's been a while since I've talked to my friend and fallen out of touch, I noticed that here, but how did I know? Well, Friendsignia sent me an email to alert me. They let me know that it's been over 30 days since I've talked to my good friend Jeff that I met back in LA. But that's not a problem anymore, because all I have to do is click this link in the email to save Jeff, and it takes me back to Jeff on my Friendsignia network. From here, I can drop Jeff a note. I can send him an email, tweet at him, or write on his Facebook wall, all from one place. So I'll go ahead and let Jeff know that it's been a while since we talked and we need to re-engage. After I send it, my graph will repopulate to keep that most recent interaction, and now Jeff will move closer to me in my graph. Over here on the left is the back burner. It's the people you may not interact with that much on social media, or those you may have fallen out of touch with. But let me show you how easy it is to establish a social connection. Brad McCarty is an editor at The Next Web. It's going to be important for us to continue to build a relationship with him as we move forward. I simply drag Brad from my back burner to my forefront, and Friendsignia gives me suggestions on how to reach out. So I'm going to tweet at Brad because that's his most frequent use of communication. And after I send the tweet, my graph will again repopulate to keep track of that interaction. Now, you'll find Brad McCarty right in my graph in my top 150. This is the future dashboard of social networking. It's clean, it's sexy, and it's everything you need all in one place. And this is only from 2 months of development. We've already begun building some amazing features that are going to cure most of the ailments of social media. Now, we do have some competitors in the space of social curation and discovery. Mingly is a relationship manager. To apply their tool set, you have to sort through all of your contacts individually, one by one. This process can take you hours. Friendsignia saves users time by using our custom algorithm to sort through all of these contacts so you don't have to. Hootsuite is one of many social media dashboards out there, but they all do the same thing. They bring your social networks into one place. But unlike Friendsignia, they're not cutting through the noise. They're only redirecting it to their site, which can sometimes be even more difficult on the user. Now, we know the need is here. Social curation and discovery were the 2 most talked about topics with the media at South by Southwest this year. And in order to build out our user base, we're going to be targeting a couple of specific groups. First are the power users. The power users are the ones that have the most connections and contribute most of the content to the web. And Facebook's biggest problem isn't privacy, as many believe, but the fact that these power users have no control over the information that they see. And many of these power users are early adopters and tech journalists that are dying for a way to control the information from their many fans and readers. The second group are professionals. Professionals need ways to communicate with their business contacts and clients other than traditional forms of CRM. Today, social media is vital in building and maintaining a strong business network, so we've built the tools to let professionals do that. Key partnerships are also going to be essential as we move forward and continue to attract customers. We have a commitment now from a startup in Silicon Valley who specializes in bringing these social media business interactions back into the real world. And I'm pleased to announce for the first time today that we formed our first strategic partnership with Chartwell Financial here in Memphis, part of Fortune 500 company Guardian Life. Chartwell is going to pilot Friendsignia internally to track the strengths of their client relationships, because they believe the relationship side of their comprehensive approach to financial planning can be measured, modeled, and replicated with Friendsignia. So we're very excited about this great opportunity. Right now, we're focusing on landing users and promoting Friendsignia through our private beta. And as these users become more engaged, they'll be able to provide us with valuable feedback on what they want from the product side. So right now, we're offering our beta users a free model, but we're already building out our premium version to give our users the best social experience possible. For $5 a month, users will be able to access the entire tool set, which include things like adding more of your favorite social networks like LinkedIn, Pinterest, even Gmail, specialized sorting functions where you can even further customize the news that you see, scheduling and calendar integrations to help bring some of these social media interactions back into the real world, such as scheduling lunches or coffee with those that you might have lost touch with or those that you want to re-engage with. And finally, alerts and reminders to let you know when you're about to lose touch with a friend and to let you know who's moving in and out of your graph on a daily basis. Businesses will also have access to this entire tool set with the ability to add more team members to their accounts, see social media analytics, and also see influence graphs of their most popular fans and customers. We've been able to accomplish all this with the help of 4 incredible advisors. Patrick Woods is a manager at AM Ventures here in Memphis. He has over 10 years' experience in design, marketing, and branding, and we plan on utilizing his expertise as we go to market and build our user base. Pat Ruck, you met earlier, has over 35 years' experience in this industry. He's also the founding officer of Justin Timberlake's digital media company, Tin Man Digital. Our business advisor is David Latham. He's the SVP and CFO of Butler Snow Advisory Services, and he's spent over 9 years in venture capital where he invested in over 35 different companies. And finally, Neil Raggio. Neil's a director in the product group division at Dell Incorporated, and he's also a user experience expert. He's going to be crucial as we continue to develop our premium tool set. Now, we've put a little work into this ourselves. Our other co-founder and COO is Cole Hawkins. Cole has an MBA with a background in marketing and spent the past few years in licensing sales and business development at CAA, one of the largest talent agencies in the world, where he dealt with clients such as Greg Norman and Katy Perry. Our VP of Engineering is Sukesh Dikaria. Sukesh has an engineering background and has spent over 15 years programming in this space. He's also worked with companies such as Boeing and St. Jude right here in Memphis. I'm the CEO. I have a background of accounting and finance and spent the past few years at WME in Los Angeles doing strategic planning for major brands such as Hasbro and UFC. This is our second startup in this space, and after working together for over a year, we've learned some incredible lessons. We've also become better business partners, and we've learned what it takes to grow in this business. And in order to carry out this vision and continue to grow, we're raising $500,000. Over the next 6 months, this will allow us to build out our premium tool set as well as develop our mobile application. Mobile will allow us to track the people that you call and text most frequently and let you put them in your Friendsignia network. But most importantly, the mobile applications market is expected to grow to over $5 billion in the next couple of years. And by achieving these milestones, we'll be able to reach our 18-month goals of having over 500,000 users, with 3% of them converting to premium subscriptions, and having over 50 businesses on board. Now, this market is getting big, and it's getting big fast. With 60% of Americans spending a collective 100,000 years per month in social media, the market is expected to grow to over $30 billion by 2015. So you can see how big this opportunity really is. Cole and I have also been lifelong friends. And moving from city to city, Jackson, Oxford, California, now back to Memphis, we've made some incredible friends. But we've definitely lost touch with a few along the way. And because of this, we understand the importance of developing a valuable and useful social network. But the social networks we have are becoming oversaturated, and now we're boiling important friendships down to a like button. Well, we never want you to lose touch with the people that you care about ever again, and that's why we built Friendsignia. Thank you all for being here, and look forward to seeing you at the reception.